is to actually start with WiseStamp. So I think I closed it, but you can find it anytime you want by just going here, clicking WiseStamp, and bingo, it's open. Okay, so this is kind of fun. You can do a whole lot of things with this, and I'm just going to go through a couple of things. You know, I'm going to do a personal signature first, and then we'll go back and we'll do a business signature. And so you've got the option when you go to sign your letter. If you you know, write it, you've got this set in Gmail or wherever, so that the business form comes up, and you want to change it. You just come in here and click business, click personal, and the personal site will come up. So let's make a personal one, because I've got a feeling some folks are on here are not on for their business. And again, if we have time, we can actually do both of these. So in the email apps, I generally don't click any of these, but you could. You know, you could have some of these things on your site, and they would link directly to these applications. So if you want to put your RSS feed on there, you could. If you want to add Twitter and actually have your Twitter feed running under your signature, you could do that also. But I usually start here with the social icons, and let me just show you that you can. I mean, there's just a zillion of these things. If you want to, you can just go down and 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 down. You can put your YouTube, Spotify, any of these, and what's going to happen is these are going to come up with this little symbol under your signature, and you'll be able to have that a live link on your page. So I'm going to make this a little bit brief. The only ones that I want, you know what? I've got a new Facebook group, https://groups.com/Jerry Goldsmith. And that's it. Okay, so that one's done. Twitter, https Twitter.com/Jerry Goldsmith. Okay, so these are the only ones I want to put on here for right now. We'll get rid of the rest of these. Unless there's something here that somebody really wants to see. I mean, you can go, again, if you just keep continuing going down, there's just a huge, huge list of these, and you can get, I think, Xanga might be the last one. Look, so maybe there's YouTube is beyond that. But Vimeo, I mean, you know, whatever, you know, so you can put your YouTube, so whatever you want here. And LinkedIn would probably be a good one, but this is personal. You know, when we do the professional one, I'll go ahead and do that one. So that's all you need there. Over here, I definitely want my Skype name. G. Smith. Okay. All right, so we've got that basic information in there, and now we have to go and do a couple of things. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is to get a picture and a signature, and these are done pretty easily. So the first one is that My Live Signature. This is actually a fun site. Again, you don't have to download. You don't have to do anything. You just go right over here to proceed. And I need somebody to type in a number from 1 to 100. Just type it in the chat room. 100. Okay. You got it, John. So the next step is use the signature creation wizard. So you just click on that. Somebody asked if I'm recording it. Yes, I didn't quite get the very beginning, but all the important stuff will be on here. So do I want to make this Jerry and Diane? Yeah, I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this for both. No, I'm going to make it just for me. So you just type your name in. Your next step is all of these. So let's see. Number 100 was picked. And I mean, it doesn't make any difference at all, guys. It just doesn't. So let's see what 100 is. Oh, good choice. I like that one. Okay. So that's the font I'm going to use. And believe me, you can go through, I mean, you go through all of these. That's why I said, I mean, it's actually a fun place to shop around on. And actually, John, you aren't too far off the font that I usually use, but let's go with this one. I do like this. Okay, so let's click Next Step. And now you have to pick out the size. And I can tell you from experience that size 2 or 3 is generally the best for what we're going to be doing. I've had the various sizes in there, and I think 3 is what we'll go with. I hope that's not too big, because this font is a little bit bigger, but we can always come back and change it. Next step. Now, if you want, I suggest that you always keep the clear background transparent. And the reason for that is I'll be able to put this anywhere. You know, if I had a little gray background around it, or blue, or you know, or some funky color, and I tried to put it on my blog or my website or whatever, you know, it might not look as good. So, you know, just the simple white background with the, you know, with the black letters, you know, that's what I use. But again, you don't have to. Okay, now this one's kind of nuts. Do you know anybody who signs their name? So yeah, I just go for the absolute number 1, just the plain slope. I don't even do this, but it's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a signature like that. Click Next, and we're ready. Okay, so 2 things. One, this is a signature ID, so you could cut and paste that and put it over here. But what we want to do is go down here to download this signature. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Great. Okay, so there's a URL that we could come back to and use this. So you do want to copy and paste this. And we're going to put that in our trusty little notebook. Let me open this up a bit. And that's an old one. So let me get that out of here. Control V, okay. And the other thing that we want is to right-click it, copy image, save image as, I'm sorry, save image as. So let me do that again. You're going to right-click, and it's going to say something like save picture as, save image as, whatever. But that's the one you want. You want to come in here and find save image as, and let's make this an easy sound here. Sig for personal. And we'll just put it Siggor, okay? Sig for personal. And we'll save that. Okay, so that's good. So we've got our signature. We've got our Y stamp. We now have to go to pictures. So you're going to need Photoshop or something like that. And again, I promise you that we'd start, you know, that I do this all the way through. So let me go find a new picture somewhere on my computer. Yeah, there is. Okay. Well, this is not what I would have chosen, but especially for a personal one. But good, it's there. So let me bring that over. That is uploaded, and I will tell you that that is about the right size. Maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little too big. Okay, so that's, I'm going to continue. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to save and continue to my album. So that is now one of the pictures that will be in my album. And then the other thing that we want to do is we want to upload that signature that we created. So again, let me go back to here. And that's on the desktop. And what did we call it? Oh, here it is, signature for personal. Okay. So we're going to upload that. Upload, okay, great. Let's view the album and make sure they're both in there. Great. Okay, that's there. Okay, so this is the picture and this is the signature. So this is the only place where it gets a little complicated, but I promise you I'm going to go real slow. So we've already got that. Okay, so this is actually called, it is an editor, and if you've heard the term WYSIWYG, that's what this is. This is a WYSIWYG, and WYSIWYG stands for what you see is what you get. And we're going to create the image portion of our signature that we're going to take over and bring over to YStamp right here. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to come in here and create a table. And in fact, I'm going to make this big. Okay. And we just want 2 columns. Okay, so we're going to do a 2-column table. And let me blow this up a little bit here. And the first thing we're going to do is bring an image into here. So the image location we have to find. So you go back to Photoshop and or Photo Bucket. And this is a really interesting little piece of software. Let me get to the previous page so we can get our choices here. Okay, in this program, you don't copy and paste. Most of them you do, but in this one, you just go to the link and click on it. And once it's clicked, it's copied. So we go back to the program, and I'm going to click right inside, put the image in there, cut and paste. And on this one, it actually tells you have to have an alternate text because some people will get this not in HTML, and so they're going to make you do this. Oh, way too big. Way too big. Wow. All right, we got to get out of here and start again. We want to delete this. Let me go get a different picture. Okay. So 312 by 201 is too big. All right, let's see what we got over here. Okay. Let's try this. No, that's a 312. That's too big. All right, I guess we're going to go with this one. Okay, so again, you don't even click it. You just put this right over the picture, and we'll copy and paste this one. And is this on the top of the bottom now? It's over here. Okay. So we're going to put that image right inside. We'll click. It's going to be this one. And again, Jerry Goldsmith, and okay. Now this is way too spread apart. Way too spread apart. So to make this smaller, you just grab the corners here, and you'll bring them together, and we'll make it even a little bit smaller than that. And even smaller still. Okay, so did everybody see that? If you want, I'll do that again. But you've got this huge thing strung out here, and you just grab the corner. In fact, let me bring it back out so that you guys can see it again. Okay, so the way you want to close this up, but you don't want to close it from this side, and I honestly can't remember why, but I do know the preferred method is to bring it over this way and get it pretty darn close. Come on, corners. Okay, so right in here, we're going to put that little skinny space in there. We're going to get our second image. And the second image is for the signature. So we've got to go back to our pictures. We've got to find the signature. And I'm going to go with a pretty small one because that one that we, this might work. This might work. Let me do this one. Again, you click it right in here. Again, you got to put alternative text. So again, if somebody came in here and did not have HTML mail, they would just have that. And there we are. I'm going to pull this out just a bit. Okay, now, so the reason you want to do a little bit bigger is because if you put the cursor over here, you can now put a little tagline in here. So, you know, I've got a website. I've got one of my Facebook pages, actually, is called The Social Entrepreneur. So I'm going to put that in here. Little tagline. The Social Entrepreneur. And I'm also going to put down internet better than that, marketing coach. Let's see, I'm also going to put my phone number. And we'll make this direct line so people know it's going right to me. And this is the phone. Guys, you want to be found on the net, so you may as well put in something where people can actually reach you. Okay. Oh, and then there's one last thing. We want to get rid of this border. Boy, it's been a while. Table properties, maybe? Yep. Lucky guess. Okay. All right, so yeah, that will disappear when we get over there. Now here's what you do. This is called the source. We want to get the HTML source. So look what happens when we do this. That's HTML. This you know, is what the computer, when the computer sees this, it's going to know what to do with it. And you just copy and paste that whole thing. You just copy it over here. Ah, okay, I don't like that. So we've got to fix that, which means we have to go back into NVU and back to normal. No, back to preview. I'm sorry, back to preview. Okay. So this might be a little bit too tight. Let me open that up a little bit. I don't want to get it quite that much. All right, we'll see if that works. Not source. Not source. Okay, let me get this whole thing. Copy. Back to Firefox. HTML. Paste. Look a little bit better. All right, great. And I think we're done. Okay. So it should be ready to rock and roll. Do a quick preview. Yep. I mean, gorgeous, guys. The border has disappeared. If I wanted to play around, I'd probably move that over a little bit. I've got my Facebook. I've got my Twitter. I would probably have my LinkedIn. I would probably have, whatever, a couple of things there. Oh, and actually, I could have taken this out. In settings, you go into settings. Let me close this. And in settings, it's going to ask you, do you want to keep that Y stamp stuff at the bottom? And no, I don't. No, thanks. So we've got it. That's it. It's done. And let's see how we're getting that. It's almost 11 o'clock. So I was going to go in and do another one, but do a professional one. In fact, you know what? This looks more like I said I was going to make it personal. This will be the business one, actually. No, I made it a personal one, so it's too late. Okay. So I'll make my other one more personal. So we're just going to click OK, and let's go in and compose a letter now and see what happens. That's the old one. Let me get this in here. Oh, I didn't sign in. Son of a gun. You got to create an account. Should have been step 1. Otherwise, it won't save it. No, let's hope that it will work on this one. So make a note of that, guys. When you get the Y stamp, you got to create an account. Okay. Now let me get out of this. Oh, there. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Yeah, and that's how you know your Y stamp is up here. Just want to let you know you can access it from here. So as soon as you create the account, it's now on this bar, and if you want to do something, you can do it from here. So you can edit Y stamp. You can you can do whatever you want with it. And I'm going to guess that if I hit compose now, we're going to get the new one in there. Go back to inbox. And let me just refresh this. I wonder if I have to change this in settings. I may have this one set in settings. Yeah, I've got an old one in here. So let me do this. And let's try again. There it is. Okay, so from now on, anytime I click in here on this Gmail account, that's the picture that's going to come up. You know what? I like this one better than the old one I had. So the only thing that I would do in here is I'd probably go back into YStamp, and I would add LinkedIn. I'd probably add YouTube. I'd probably add my blog. And let me just I could show you more here, but if you use Yahoo Messenger, if you use something else, you can add those in there. If you want to have your Twitter feed running under here, you can do that. If you've got some catchy phrase line here, like dream big, don't give up on your dreams, anything at all like that. You can just put that in there also. This NVU is a really terrific little program, and so that's what you need. And I think I put all of these down here, so you've got all the things that you need in the chat room. And all right, so just let me ask if there's any questions. Did you guys manage to follow along? Let's see. Missing the R in entrepreneur. Indeed. Okay. Thank you very much. So we'll have to edit that. Okay.